How's it going, everybody? Tom Young here. Good Wednesday evening, aka Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus. Hope you've all had a good week, a snowy week. It's more Christmas than Halloween, but of course Halloween happening this weekend. And hopefully, if you were out in the snow, you were staying safe. Hopefully, you didn't have to venture out too much, and hopefully, overall, you're having a very good day. Sorry, slip of the tongue there. At least I still got my tongue. Let's bring everyone else back in here. How about Morgan Tanner? Midday Morgan joins us.
Hey.
Hello, Morgan. How are you?
I'm good. Hop on up here, bud. Say hello. Say hello.
Now, I surprised you guys with this because I was not wearing this backstage, but I did a quick change. But how's it going? You got Brody there. You guys staying nice and warm, it looks like.
We are staying nice and warm. I had to, he got the zoomies. He had to go outside earlier and got the zoomies. And he was over on his little blankie all curled up a minute ago. And he heard us talking about him. Hey, everybody. Good evening.
And Abby's doing the exact same thing. Let's bring in the doctor, Johnny Black. Woo!
Why, hello, everybody.
Hello.
You guys set me up tonight. Look at me.
I've been on a diet. Can you tell I've lost weight?
It looks like it's working. So, in fact, I suggest you stop that diet immediately. What's up, Johnny?
Hello.
And good evening to Milani and Kim and Tristan and Lori and Lee and Amy and Robert, everyone checking us out. And if you're looking out your window right now, you are seeing this.
Yeah, look at that.
It doesn't end. You think it ends, but it doesn't end. And another wave coming in from the northeast. And just what do you think of the snow? Do you like October snow in Amarillo? Are you not ready for it? Just what do you think of it?
I like the moisture because the people who do agriculture need moisture. That's the only good thing about it is that. And I mean, I heard Sheldon from Channel 10 doing the this much snow equals this much. So I think so far we've had about a quarter inch. I mean, if it was just rain into your rain gauge, it would be about that. So, we'll take it. Yeah. And I guess there's more on the way. So
I was listening this morning and Dave was saying, and it's happening, that it went just perfectly. So we're getting that wraparound.
Yeah.
And he was saying that we had a good chance of getting quite a bit of precipitation out of that if it did that. And it looks like it's doing it. So yay, Dave. Yay.
Yeah, I guess yay.
and Morgan, you were now I actually stayed home today. I was able to do a lot of my stuff here, but I know Morgan, you went in, of course, and you said on the way home the roads were actually, I mean, obviously not perfect, but they were better than they've been the last couple of days.
They really were. It was just kind of slushy, whenever I came back, and so I really didn't have much an issue. I've got a 4x4, so I just kind of went slow and everything, but. It was actually, I thought, worse like yesterday and the day before.
Oh, yeah.
So,
it took
that ice.
It takes me about like 10, 15 minutes to get there. It's taking me 40 or 50 yesterday. I mean, like it was a school zone the whole way. I mean, that's about what it was.
Let's tell Hillary Halsey what's going on. She says, I'm not sure what's happening here, but I like it. So let's.
Well, first of all, glad you like it.
Hi,
Hillary used to work with us.
Yes, I'm so glad to see her.
Everybody in Amarillo has to work at the Eagle for 6 or 8 months, at least once in their life. And Hillary has done her tour of duty, and
she has.
And I always called her Larry. So Larry, we're just kind of doing it. We started this when the COVID thing wouldn't let us get out and about with one another. So we do this little at home with the Eagle. Not every other Wednesday regularly, but it's fallen about twice a month. We wound up doing this, and it's just the Eagle animals in their natural habitat.
Yes,
that's what we're doing.
The eagle animals. I like that. Yeah.
Right.
In our natural attire.
In our natural, yeah.
See, when I'm not out and about, this is what I wear on the regular.
Yeah.
So, just so everyone knows, you know.
The other hair is a wig. This is his.
Yeah.
That's really his hair. Yeah.
At one point this year, I was clean shaven up top. Now I got this going on. I mean, I've been all over the place this year with the hair. But have you been able to enjoy the snow in terms of like getting outside, playing in it? I know, we're a dog family for the first time, Rachel and me, since we've been married, and we've had a pup now for going 4 months. Yeah, it's been 4 months, and I think this was her first time experiencing snow.
Really?
So, like at first, yeah, I'd open the door. It's like, go outside, go do your business out there. And she's like, what is this? It's not green. It's not grass. I don't like it. But she eventually warmed up to it, ran on it, and had a good old time. And now I think she actually just wants to go out there to play in it. And so we've been out there a couple times. I've been chasing her around the yard and all that fun stuff. But what does everyone like to do in the snow outside, if anything? Or is it just stay inside and drink hot chocolate kind of weather?
That's what I'm calling this anyway. This is hot chocolate. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Morgan's
sure.
got hot chocolate.
I got the. Now I noticed there's some folks over here saying they have their fireplaces going tonight and have fires going. I have not lit my fireplace yet. Does everybody have fire going maybe tonight?
See, well, my wife has one of those electric fireplaces, and she had that going a little bit earlier. So we don't have the real one, but we got the feel of a fireplace, I guess. And it does the job.
I do this every year. I wait as long as I can to turn my heat on. To me, it's sort of like giving up. Like, okay, I don't know why. It's dumb. I mean, the minute you get uncomfortable, you should turn your heater on. But I always wait till the last possible minute. And last night was that minute. I turned the heat on.
I'm a wimp.
Anymore. I thought, why am I laying here freezing when I could turn the heater on? Boom. And it had that smell of dust for a minute, and it all came on, and now it's nice and toasty more in here.
I think Chelsea's got the right idea here. If it weren't for work, she'd be under a blanket watching movies. That's not a bad thing to do. This time, I think that's what Rachel's doing right now. She's watching Netflix. She's hooked on Criminal Minds. Like, she's going back and she's binge watching that.
Okay.
And of course, they got 5,000 episodes, give or take. So it's taking her a while to get through that. Listening to the Eagle, that's always a great thing to do.
It is.
So we do appreciate that. And let's see what else we got going on.
Milani, the kiddos are playing in the snow. They've been wanting to go out and play.
Yeah.
My cash keyword was play, and I thought, a long time ago I used to go play outdoors in the snow, but it's been a few years since I've done that.
One of my favorite things to do in the snow, and I haven't done it a whole lot here, and honestly, if the roads were better, I maybe would have done it here, is disc golf. I'm a disc golfer. I kind of got away from it for a while, but I got back into it, and I used to play in the snow all the time. It was one of my favorite things.
Really?
I just loved getting out when it was really cold, and I don't know what it was about being really cold, but this is what I would do. When I was living in Illinois, I just get out. Of course, this one we drove about 50 miles to one of my favorite courses in the area, and we'd play 36 holes of disc golf, and it was like, anywhere between 5 and 20 degrees, and I just loved it. That was my favorite thing to do in the snow.
Dude, look at you! I didn't know you could disc golf whenever it was snowy outside.
Oh yeah, they're at public parks, so you just as long as the park's still open, you can just drive on up and play.
Well, that's pretty cool.
As long as you got your discs with you. And this was a really cold day right here. And
Milani is 65.
No boots.
Yeah. Milani's asking what the temperature in here is.
Temperature in there?
A comfy 65.
Now was it last week, Johnny? You were talking about how you have to keep your place like cooler than normal, right? Or was it just cooler than normal on accident?
No, I like it a little on the cool side. Always have. People who work with me,
I I walked in that control room the other day. You could have hung a slab of meat in there.
And I
I mean, it was like a freezer. And I just looked at him and he was like, "Oh, this is great." And I was like going, "Dude, man."
If I was living on my own, I'd probably be the same way. Like if it's chilly, put a sweatshirt on. That's my thinking.
Yeah, that's it.
And then like only if it's like 0 out and blustery, do I maybe turn the heater on. But
yeah,
I'm not the one making decisions in this household.
No, you're not.
So
And remember that, mister.
yeah, no,
Good that you learned
I
that.
know. I'm waiting for her to walk in right now and give me the evil eye. But like I said, she's watching Criminal Minds and is probably really enjoying that.
Netflix dropped a bunch of new unsolved mysteries about a week ago. I watched. They go by so fast. It's sad because you wait so long for new ones and then they drop them and then they're gone. So they're about 50 minutes long, and they are different than the ones that you get on A&E. Is it A&E where they originally come on? But these were.
Yeah, I think so.
These were really, really good. I mean, I wound up looking, sleuthing. I go on and then I try to track that down. There was one lady who got killed in Oslo, and all of the tags were cut out of her clothing, of her garments. So they were like, something's up here. This is not. Nobody had seen her in a while, so the detective in the hotel knocked on her door and they heard bang, and they walk in and they're like, we've got to find out the identity of this woman. And they start looking around. There's nothing. There's not a fingerprint. But nobody came out of the room because the guy knocked on the door, So
yeah.
It's an unsolved mystery.
Well, hey, are they solved at the end of the show, or are they remain unsolved? Yeah. Otherwise, it would be solved mysteries.
After they play them on Netflix, somebody will help them solve it. Like, oh, I remember that because they're all years old.
Yeah.
And last time they dropped a batch of 6 or 8 new ones. Somebody helped them solve one of them. It was really cool.
That is pretty cool.
And there's always one that you get kind of sucked into. Like this one, I really wish they would solve. And I guess that's the one that kind of got my interest. It's just so odd. People over there in Oslo are saying that that's an earmark of their Secret Service, like the CIA over there, to have all the tags cut out of the clothes. So you can't go to the store and then get the camera and find out who the person is like that. Anyway, and it's good. It'll occupy you on a snowy night for sure.
And that's on Netflix, you said, right?
Yeah, Unsolved Mysteries season 2.
I was going to tell you, Johnny. Speaking of stuff to watch, you were telling me earlier this week that because you've been on this Halloween movie or scary movie binge, that you watched one called Unfriend.
Unfriended, yeah.
So it was pretty much like a bunch of high school kids or something on a like a Facebook call or something like that.
Yeah,
and,
like this.
Yeah, like don't start.
Like here.
If a random fourth person comes in, we're all screwed. Just know
right.
That. But Rachel's sister, her middle sister, was up here over the weekend. They ended up watching that.
Uh-huh.
And they enjoyed it, but Rachel, like as she does throughout these movies, the whole time is like, "Where are their parents?"
Yeah,
it's like 18 parents are mysteriously not there. Where are they?
Yeah, and one of them is a young kid who's got a huge pistol. Then you think,
really?
Where are his parents?
Right, exactly. Really,
they're all drinking. So anyway, Kim Seward says she saw it.
She saw Unfriended, yeah.
Kim, what did you think of it? Like I watched parts of it because the World Series was on and so I was watching that a little bit. But the parts I caught, I could see how it could be a little freaky.
It's definitely an original way to shoot a movie. It's all done with Zoom and Facebook Live and people chatting one-on-one, like in Messenger, and we see this screen the whole time. And you can see them typing privately, and then you can see them all talking like we're doing. And then, imagine if somebody came up behind me and everybody started going, "Nah, hey, he's right behind you."
Yeah.
And then the screen.
it's like one continuous roll too. It's like it looks like the whole movie was done in the amount of time the movie was actually done in. Like
Right.
it was pretty impressive, the parts I watched. And
real time. It's
yeah.
on Netflix.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I was watching the World Series. And that's over now. Dodgers won that.
Yeah.
4-2. Let's see. What are you watching, Morgan? Anything that's been sticking out to you lately?
I told Johnny last weekend I binge watched The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Netflix, and I really liked it. I thought it was really good. It wasn't just kind of a horror movie type deal. It was scary. No blood and guts though, but it had a really good storyline. I liked the storyline. There was really a story to it. And I was telling Johnny at the end, it was actually kind of sweet and sad at the same time. And he was going, "You're crazy." It really was, you know.
It puts you in the mood. It's very
Yeah.
spooky, and
it's got a good Halloween vibe. That's a good way to put it, I guess.
Ghosts.
I guess I need to find one that I just really get into. Like I watched Friday the 13th when I was in 4th grade, which was a bad idea. I remember like I think it was it USA that had like the Halloween-a-thon or something on, like, you know, the night before Halloween or whatever. And of course it's on cable TV and they had all the stuff cut out, but as a 4th grader, you should never watch it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I left my bedroom, and I remember coming back, and my window was open and it had slammed shut somehow. And I was afraid to go in my bedroom after that had happened. I was like, I'm a tough guy. I can do this. And it was like, oh, there's someone in there now. I know it.
I went and saw The Shining on the big screen last weekend.
Oh yeah,
and it was on at the the Hollywood, where they show the old movies on the big screen. I took my dad; he had never seen it, and we just had a great time. Great, good scary movie. It gets me every time. I've seen it.
I like The Shining. Yeah.
Every time I get spooked by that movie.
That is my favorite, probably.
And it's not ultra violent. There's only one violent thing that happens. One person who gets killed in the movie. And so the rumor of it being extremely violent, I think, just comes from people getting extremely scared by it. You know, it's not that.
Now you know the hotel is really haunted.
Yes.
They say the hotel is really haunted.
Have you been up there?
To that hotel? My brother and I used to stay there in the summertime.
Of course, the summer, good move. That's when you do it.
Yeah.
The road should be open by then if you have to get the hell out of there.
Colorado.
I guess it's all right. I didn't hear, gosh, I hate to even bring this up, but those horrible fires up in Colorado.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They had to evacuate about a week ago, Estes Park. And it was really close to the hotel and the whole city and everything. And I was just going, oh my gosh. It's so pretty up there. I hope that everything's all right.
It's all right near the entrance or near the beginning of Rocky Mountain National Park.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's kind of up there on the hill. You can see it up there. Yeah.
It's 4 hours from Boulder. You drive about 4 hours and just keep going up and keep going north. Your ears will pop and you'll keep going and way up there.
It is beautiful up there.
It's beautiful. That's where I want to retire.
Robert Adams is watching The Birds.
Hey, The Birds. There you go.
The Alfred Hitchcock. Every time I go to Walmart, I see The Birds. It's those grackles everywhere.
It's a little unnerving too. It's like, okay, what are you doing here? Like there was a spot and I think they cut a tree down at a Hillside and Coulter. You got the CVS there. You got a Pack-a-Sack. You got the Pinkies on the other side, Toot and Totem. But for a couple years, the birds they would hang there in the evening. And I'm probably a couple thousand of them. I mean, and you roll your window down and it was loud. You couldn't even talk to the person next to you in the car.
It's creepy when they do
very
that.
Creepy. Yeah.
And you know what? Now that we're not all out and about as much as we used to be, the birds are getting kind of bold. I don't care.
Those grackles will be that way anyway
Yes.
to you.
Yeah.
I will go to put my groceries up at Walmart and they'll like come up to me and they've got those beady little scary eyes and they're
Yeah.
like, give me food, you know, and they'll just come right up to you. And I'm like, get away
Like,
from
you
me.
gonna drop something or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way they
Yeah,
are.
right.
Because they're kind of scavengers like
They
that.
don't know who's boss.
Yeah, and
No.
if you don't, I'm gonna make my styrofoam sounding screech at you. Like,
Yeah.
that's the weirdest. Like when I first moved here and heard a bird that did that, I thought somebody was stepping on styrofoam. I was like, "What the heck is that noise?" And then found it came from one of those birds. I never heard of birds like that when we're.
It used to be almost exclusively an Austin pest. When we were all much younger, we didn't have that many grackles in Amarillo. You know, it was like they were in Austin and they would eat the purple berries that are down there.
Yep.
And leave you little purple calling cards on your car and window. And now they're
Thanks. Yeah.
taking over Amarillo.
Got some comments here on the movies. First of all, Milani let Emma know that this isn't a Halloween costume. This is actually what I wear on the regular. This is when I'm not on the clock, I come home and this is my outfit. You should see
That's
my
his,
clock. Yeah.
his nightly outfit.
I think I saw somewhere. Yeah, Kim was doing a Johnny Your Movie Challenge.
Yeah.
Your movie challenge. I'm kind of curious, Kim. How far along have you been following it day to day, like Johnny had it, or have you, like
She
skipped
wanted
a
to
day
know
or
if
two?
Haunting of Bly House counted as 9 movies, or and I said,
Yeah.
sure, if you want it to. I mean,
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. A lot of people talk about The Shining, like you said. I bet that was pretty neat to see on the big screen. It's kind of neat when theaters go back and bring back some of those movies
yeah.
to the big screen.
And I'll tell you this: I wouldn't want to go see movies regularly. Still, it's a little bit of a dicey proposition to go to a movie theater. But the folks at the UA Hollywood have really, what is that? Cinemark. The Cinemark Hollywood have really done a great job. You buy a ticket, and the 2 seats on either side of you are empty. So, like, we bought 2 tickets, but they sold us 6 seats, and every 10 feet or so is a little cube. It's about waist high, and it's got hand sanitizer and sandy wipes and stuff. And all of the people who work there are masked and gloved, and they're letting the movies out staggered, so you're not getting out of a movie 5 minutes from when a whole other bunch of people are. So I mean, I didn't see 5 people there the whole night, counting staff.
Wow.
It was pretty good. It was a good experience.
So if you are still a little unsure about going out with all that's going on, sounds like they're actually doing a great job of accommodating you and looking out for you and everything like that.
I'm picky about that these days. If I was at a restaurant and somebody tried to seat some people at a table near me that had one of those "nobody will sit here" signs on it.
Yeah.
They were kind of getting full, so the waitress just snatched that and said, "You can sit here." And I went, "No."
Nope. That was there for a reason.
I promised you weren't going to do that. That's why I'm sitting here. So
I agree.
anyway,
So
hate to be that way, but
yeah. So Kim has done 28 movies today, so she's literally done 1 a day.
yeah,
Look at that. So congratulations, Kim.
That's
Kim and
awesome.
I both have one that is remaining that we were talking about. That she said, "Have you finally watched this one?" And I said, "No, I think that's going to be the one I watch tonight." So part of Rob Zombie's Firefly trilogy, the most recent one. Those are awful. I don't know why. They're so awful. Those people are just terrible. But they're very scary. They're very scary.
Well, that's the goal. Then it works. I guess. Huh? So what's scary? Right?
I watch scary movies. I don't watch horror movies during the rest of the year. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of. But at Halloween, I want a movie that's going to make me physically react like that. Yeah. And your blood pressure goes up and you get beads of perspiration on your forehead and you're afraid to go to the bathroom by yourself. And that's a good one.
If you had to recommend one movie for me to watch that would make all of that happen, what would it be?
Probably The Shining.
The Shining. Okay.
And
Yeah, I've seen The Shining.
Have
Yeah.
you never seen The Shining?
oh,
I've seen The Shining.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
going to say, yeah, you've got to see The Shining. I noticed a few minutes ago, Milani said that she hadn't seen The Shining all the way through. It's
Right.
like bits and it's worth it. It's worth it, Milani. If you've never seen it, you need to see that all the way through.
And I will say too, I'm not much of a reader, but my wife is. And if you are a reader, read the book.
yeah,
The book and the movie are almost two completely different stories.
Yeah.
I've always heard that. Yeah.
But I know Rachel loves the book.
And Tom, I would also recommend to you, just because I want to see you get the drawers scared off of you. I want to see Tom get a good. This was called Hereditary. Kim, are you with me?
Hereditary. Okay.
It's pretty new.
Have I seen that yet?
It's 2018, and it's got Toni Collette and Gabrielle Byrne, and it's on Amazon.
Okay.
And it's also, you can pay $2.99 and watch it on all those little streamable, downloadable.
Ooh.
And it is just disturbing. You know,
I've got that pull to watch, and I haven't done it yet. I need to see that.
For about a week, I was,
dude.
What about The Conjuring?
I've heard
of it, but I don't think I've seen it. But that one will do it.
Love The Conjuring.
Conjuring is these are all good movies at their core. Apart from horror movies, they've got top ranked actors and actresses. They got really good directors. The scripts are good. And so we're not talking about, the latest Eli Roth hack 'em up thing.
Yeah, these are like good scripts.
Yeah.
Now, what is Sinister? Lori Taylor is saying
Sinister. Yeah, that's Ethan Hawke. That's pretty good too. Who's saying that? Who's saying?
Lori's saying Sinister.
Yeah, I'm with you, Lori. Sinister. And it's so sad because the second one was, but the first one, gave me a good scare. She's right about that. And it's one of those where Ethan Hawke is like a writer, and upstairs in their new house, he finds a box of home movies, the old reel-to-reel kind.
Oh, okay.
You put in your projector, and that's all I'll say.
Did he find them in the attic?
Yes.
Because,
of course,
like I don't watch a lot, but I feel like I could figure out what's going on. It's just
this
30 minutes into it. If you don't do that, the movie's over and everyone's safe. But you had to go do that. And now we got another 90 minutes of hack and slash, and it's all your fault.
You start to watch them, and it reveals things, and things start to happen. Yeah. But Ethan Hawke is great. He's from Austin. He's a good old Texas boy. He's a good actor. Doesn't get the credit he deserves. So, Sinister. Yeah. My son recommended that one to me.
Okay.
He's my go-to. He's in his early 20s, and I'm like, what's really scary right now? And he's like, Sinister. Watch Sinister.
Yeah.
And a couple of other ones that he recommended are also on Amazon. Are Midsummer, or however he's.
I need to see that. Yeah.
And Lighthouse, black and white. That's all you have to say. Black and white Lighthouse.
Okay.
Where you're out there in the middle of, and those are both. They're new. This new gothic horror trend. These indie movies, indie gothic horror.
Okay.
Scary. And they don't do all the things that we all grew up with that were scary. Like the guy is hiding behind the door with the big knife. That scared us.
Right.
This is creepy stuff that affects your dreams. And
you gotta do something different. Like I know when Rachel finished Unfriended, she said, "Well, I'm not sleeping tonight."
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you mean. And Johnny Kim backs you up on Hereditary. Will scare the bejeebers out of you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Toni Collette. I'll never look at her the same way again.
So there you go. You still got some good movies to watch here before Halloween comes on Saturday. And
full moon.
Is it full moon Saturday?
First full moon in 44 years.
Of course it is.
On Halloween.
Of course.
On Halloween in 44 years.
So it's gonna be a weird night. It's gonna be 2020. It's gonna be Halloween. It's gonna be a full moon. It's gonna be all that. And yay!
I'm gonna play nothing but great Halloween music on the radio.
Yes.
There you go.
Tell us about that. Saturday Night Solid Gold.
And it'll start off with Monster Mash and all those kind of fun ones. And at the end, I've even frightened myself at that 9 o'clock hour when we play like Welcome to My Nightmare back to back with Sympathy for the Devil and Helter Skelter by the Beatles. And I mean, is anybody here? Hello? Am I all alone in the big building? And oh no, yeah. The 9 o'clock hour is always that's not for the young ones.
Yeah. You should be in bed by then, right? Yeah. The young ones should be in bed at 9 o'clock. And then
but we'll play Monster Mash twice. I've learned over the years that if you play it and half the people miss it, you're going to have to play it again. Yeah. So I'll play Monster Mash during the 7 o'clock hour and then later before we get serious in the 9 o'clock hour.
There you go. So
your Monster Mash.
So that'll be fun. 6 to 10 Saturday Night Solid Gold. With
yes, sir.
Doctor on the Eagle. What else is happening, Morgan? Anything you'd like to talk about?
Oh gosh,
I'll just sit here and play with my hair.
You're
going to be out and about.
I am. We're coming up on the weekend, so we need to talk about that a little bit. Friday afternoon, 4 to 6 again. I'm going to be at Essential Foods over there off of right off of Sauncey by the entrance to the mall there.
Okay.
So come on by and
the Mattress Firm.
Let me show them a box of the meat.
Oh, Johnny got some. Okay.
I got some.
Yeah, it's awesome meat. So everybody come see me take advantage of their huge sale they've got going on. So 20 steaks for 20 ribeyes for $40, right?
I think that's
It is a great big black box.
Oh my goodness. I was not expecting it to look like that.
Yes. Let's see. USDA Prime.
Oh, it's upside down.
So good stuff there. And you're going to stock up this winter. That's the way I'm at. Come stock up and then
I've got this in my freezer and I'll have steaks a couple times a week till the holidays.
Exactly. And Saturday morning from 10 to noon, I'm going to be at your CBD store and they're going to do another one of those $100 gift baskets again that they like to give away when we're out there.
That's a heck of a basket.
It is.
Those
it is
nice
so
baskets.
Cool. They are. And so they'll be signing folks up and you can probably go by and sign up for that later on in the day. And then they'll draw for that later that day and stuff. But be sure and go by. I'm going to be at the store too on Western, 2909 Southwestern. So we're going to be out and about this weekend as well. And Johnny's doing Saturday Night Solid Gold. So lots of stuff going on this weekend.
Yes, all sorts of good stuff.
Good stuff.
Anything else on your mind? You want to wrap it up tonight?
I don't know. What are you guys thinking?
I don't know. I'm thinking this radar here. This snow coming in might mess people up in the morning again. So if you're going out and about, once again, be careful. It's like another round of wintry weather coming in. It's in the 30s right now. I think it's going to stay there all night. So it's kind of like, it's coming down as snow right now, but there might be some ice and sleet mixed in there. So just if you got to go out tomorrow morning, be safe, be careful. It's going to get I think so. It'll hopefully be okay by the afternoon, but early on it might be a little bit of an issue. So
I want to answer Kim Seward's question.
Yeah.
Here. Unfortunately, no, we've decided not to do the trunk or treat. We all wanted to so badly.
Yeah.
But I mean, because of the way COVID is right now and it's starting to spike real bad, we just felt in good conscience that this year we just couldn't. I mean,
basically,
we wanted to.
The city said,
yeah,
you can do it if you want to, but we would rather you didn't, which is a nice way of saying, please, guys, for the love of,
we want everybody to see us and have fun, and holidays are coming up, but we want everybody above all to be safe. So that's what that just boils down to. So,
and I had a bunch of kids, the fifth graders from Highland Park that I had talked to. And when I was talking to them, they all got to stand up. We did just like this. They were in their classroom and I was in front of the camera, and Tom was a big help with that. And I invited them all at the end of the thing. to come to the trick or treat deal.
Oh,
About a week and a half ago, I had to email Abby, their teacher, and say, Abby, I am so sorry. Please tell all those little rosy-faced kids that I will not give them candy. And I just felt that big.
oh, I know.
And I hope that I can do something with them soon.
Well, I was going to say, you know what this means? Halloween 2021, we're doing a drive-through. So
Yeah.
Let's hope we can. Let's all hope
yeah.
we can.
Put it on your
Absolutely.
calendar. Yeah.
And I've got my fingers crossed for the different electric lights parade this year.
Oh,
I think that's going to be good and good and be interesting. Yeah, the reverse parade.
That actually sounds pretty neat, and I think it's honestly going to give people a chance to set up their floats or stations a little better because they don't have to worry about moving it.
Should we tell them this is a possibility right now, guys, gals? The talk is that the parade will park and that people can drive by, as opposed to having everybody on the back of these things driving down the street, throwing candy out that could possibly give.
So you'll be able to social distance and drive by and see it.
Yeah. Stay in your car and just instead of standing out on the sidewalk next to it.
You're flipping places.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great idea. It's a fun idea.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. Let's all keep our fingers crossed for that, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And who knows? The way the weather is right now, we might have a foot of snow on the ground during that event.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Last year though, it started out like this, and then we got nothing.
Yeah, that's
true. The rest of the year, we got nothing.
The big snow was in October. I remember I had just started driving those cars for street.
Yeah,
that red Jetta, and it was it's really hard. I'm always so nervous in those things anyway, and it's like great. I'm going to go sideways into a telephone pole and John Luciano's $60,000 car here, but oh well.
I was talking with a buddy of mine from Illinois yesterday, and I told him, it's actually snowing again down here in Amarillo, Texas, and he was like, I think since you've moved, you've got more snow there than we've had here in Champaign, and I was actually trying to find that I was trying to find statistics because he might be right. Basically,
Anne is usually with us from Australia, and she couldn't believe it was snowing here. She just couldn't fathom.
Yeah.
They have their seasons
backwards.
Yeah. Still,
because it's spring down there. It's spring down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're getting warm.
Yeah, they're getting nice and warm. And Milani's looking forward to the reverse parade. That does sound pretty neat, and that might be something dependent. Like, instead of driving through a neighborhood to see Christmas lights, you're driving through downtown to see parade floats.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. So I think that might be one of those things, if it goes well, that we just keep it that way, because it sounds pretty neat to me. I'm kind of excited to check that out once it gets here.
It'll be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll keep our thoughts for that then.
Yes. And I think I got to get back to my grave. I got to go to sleep here. And
gotta kiss the wife goodnight.
Yeah.
Y'all are crazy.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
We appreciate
with the Eagle. This is Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube live. And the cool thing is, if you missed it, you can go back and watch it. And
there you go.
If you're live, you can join us with the comments and kind of dictate some of the things we talk about, like you did with the movies tonight. So
exactly.
Very nice.
Yes, and so hopefully everyone stays warm. Morgan, enjoy your hot chocolate. Johnny, enjoy your wife.
All right.
I will.
And y'all be safe tomorrow. If you've got to travel, be very safe. Take it slow.
Yeah, be very safe. And I'm going to go take care of this. This is out of control.
It is out of control.
I had hair like that for 10 years, Tom.
How did you do it? How did you do it? Like, my nose is itchy. It's constantly.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So,
you guys.
Everyone, thanks for watching again. Stay warm. Have a good night. And we'll talk to you next time on At Home with the Eagle.
Y'all have a good evening. Good night.